Worcester, Massachusetts City Council okays sanctuary city status for transgender community. Worcester, 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 Worcester. Worcester, Massachusetts. Worcester, Massachusetts City Council okays sanctuary city. Worcester. Worcester, Massachusetts City Council declares sanctuary city status. So much S's. Worcester. Worcester. Worcester City Council declares sanctuary city status. Sanctuary city status. Worcester. Worcester, Massachusetts City Council declares sanctuary state. That's so hard. Worcester. Worcester. Worcester, Massachusetts City Council okays sanctuary city status for transgender community. But what does that mean? Well, nothing, I guess. But it didn't stop a couple of hundred activists from showing up at the city council meeting to, beg for their lives, I guess.
I need the city to protect me because the federal government won't. And if you think you're afraid of Trump, you should see how afraid of Trump I am.
Can you wrap up, please?
Yes, I can. If you say that you're afraid of Trump and that's why you don't want the city to be a safe space for trans people, you better prepare for trans people to make this a very unsafe space. I'm multiply disabled. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder that causes me immense physical pain. I'm on the autism spectrum.
Massachusetts City okays sanctuary city status for transgender community. Worcester, Worcester. Worcester, Worcester. Worcester officials approved a measure Tuesday night declaring the second largest city in Massachusetts a sanctuary city for the transgender community. The term sanctuary city is most often used in connection with immigration, but the Worcester City Council voted on a different kind of sanctuary city resolution during their latest meeting. Worcester Transgender Sanctuary City vote. The vote came after hours of comments from the public, many of who said they feel unsafe by President Donald Trump's executive order that the federal government recognize only two sexes, male and female. The topic came up for debate in Worcester a month after Councilor at Large Thu Nguyen, who is the first non-binary member of the board, shocking, stunning and brave, made allegations that they had been harassed and misgendered by the other city leaders. Of course they did. So somebody didn't say they. Is that the misgender there? They assigned a gender. Either one was wrong. I want to really share my gratitude and indebtedness to the community that came out, Nguyen told people at the meeting. The newly passed resolution reiterates Worcester's commitment. God, people in Massachusetts don't talk right. Worcester's commitment to transgender rights, adding that city resources will not be used to detain people seeking gender-affirming care. So there it is. City resources will not be used to detain people seeking gender-affirming care. Well, the only people that you would be detaining for seeking gender-affirming care would be minors. So what you really mean here is that you're not going to use city resources to detain minors seeking gender-affirming care, since that's what the executive order was banning, was gender-affirming care for minors. The city will also not provide out-of-state agencies with their information. Whose information? Whose information? Because an adult can get gender-affirming care. There's no federal rule against that. So what exactly does this law actually do? I don't care what your beliefs are, but to take the word transgender out of the vocabulary of the federal government is just plain wrong. So now they're taking it back to the other executive order, which says that the federal government now only recognizes two genders, which only affects the federal government employees. It doesn't affect the city council or the people living in the city of Worcester. Councilor at Large Donna Colorio and Councilor at Large Morris Bergman were the 2 votes against the measure. They expressed concern that the city would lose thousands of dollars in federal funding from the Trump administration. Yeah, they're going to. So when when your special city funded school programs close, when your animal shelters close, this is going to be why, is because you're not going to be getting federal funding. Once that money dries up, those things close, they disappear. Probably lose half your post offices too. There are no new rights that this resolution gives that don't already exist. Yeah, there's no new rights except to say that they're not gonna help the government detain minors who are getting gender affirming care, even though they're saying that minors aren't getting gender affirming care. And they're not going to give out anyone's information who is seeking gender affirming care, which they wouldn't anyway. Yeah, so this measure does nothing. There's nothing here. It's literally nothing. So you're probably wondering, how did these geniuses come up with this brilliant plan, and how did they get this measure to pass? Well, I'm going to show you.
Second floor, going down.
Hi, my name's AJ Paul, and I'm the Deputy City Clerk for the City of Worcester. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the petitioning process. Right here is a petition form, and this is a form that you would use for all types of petitions within the City of Worcester. It's a general form that is basically there to make sure that you can ask exactly what it is that you'd like to ask within City Council's purview to be able to grant. There are very few things that are required other than just your request itself, a signature, your name, your address, and your phone number, just in case we need to get in touch with you if there's any questions about your petition. Once you finish your petition, it is sent to the subsequent City Council meeting, and at that time, usually referred to a specific committee which will oversee your item. Our office is also in charge of notifying you when a hearing date is selected. You'll get a notice in the mail, or we may even call you with the phone number that you listed. You'll be able to attend the meeting either virtually or in person, depending on the specific situation. Make sure your case is heard, and City Council will make a ruling on it.
That's it. That's all it really takes. A name, an address, and a phone number, and you can declare your city a sanctuary city. So this is what happens when you let everyone have a say. Democracy is just mob rule. Alright, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.